Hey guys, quick video here. I just got the email. We've been kind of holding off a little bit because we really didn't have anything to show. It took us a day to properly pressure wash the house, and then the deck took, I'll show you the deck here. You can already see it, look how blonde that is. It took us a good day to strip the deck down and clean all the slats, and then underneath, that's a big deal. It took 3 of us like 2 hours just to clean that properly, because it has to be clean, every little part under there, just so that it has, you know, we want paint to adhere and all the primer, but look at that. It's like you can eat off that thing now. But so anyway, I'll just kind of go through what's going on today. Today is Thursday. We should have the prep completely finished. How do you like those apples? So that's what we do. We punch holes with a giant hole saw. Here's your plugs. Those are the plugs that go in them. The blue stuff you see at the bottom is a heavy-duty clear primer that I was speaking about. So we are masked, obviously, as you can tell, all the windows. We are getting ready. So hopefully we'll get some paint going tomorrow. We'll all see. Yesterday was high winds and very cold. I don't even think it got 50 degrees. It was sprinkling on and off all day. Today is beautifully sunny, but we still got some pretty good wind. But we might be able to get to paint. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what we do. We take off all the metal plates. We go through and we take the hole saw and we punch the holes out. I want to show you too our prep, in case you've never seen how we prep things. Let me get in the shade here. There you go. So for us, mass window, we prep every corner, every area, like I was saying. Here's some fixed ones. I know that looks pretty cruddy right now, but they'll look better once it's painted. But you know, we line we line up the line, and we put a wooden plug in the place. And you can still see it if you look, but it's far better. So on this side, we only had 2, 4, 6 of them. It's like 30. It's like a 30 woodpecker whole house. So here's some of our prep. What we do, we caulk in these guys to hold air. You know, to make sure inside you're not leaking any air out of those beams, and 0 water. And then you can also see on there, it's kind of fading now, is all the primer. We use that blue stuff. It's called Kelbond Ultra Pro. It is expensive, but it is awesome, and it just seals everything up. A main important thing for us too is the tops of those beams. That's what gets all the weather. So we go up and we make sure that they're clean, scraped, blown off, and then we fill those with that Kelbond Pro as well. So it's a very time-consuming process, as you can see. A lot more blue. It's a very time-consuming process. Every single crack, I mean, all the way up. So it's very important that these things are caulked in. So here's more of this woodpecker party. Here's one you can probably see a little better. So you see how the line is right in the middle there. And then tomorrow, what we often do is we kind of put a light sand on it. Now some of these, there was no stud behind them, so I leave a screw in them. That's what you're seeing right there. I leave a screw in them so that I can manipulate them and move them a little bit and make sure they're flush. And then when it's all dry, this is a heavy duty liquid nails adhesive. And then when they're dry, what we do is I undo the screw, take it out, and I put a little bit of caulking on it, and there we go. And then we're up and running. So usually, you know, you can see a little bit that it's there, but you don't really notice. And then we use putty in a couple places like that. We try to flatten it out and do all that good stuff. Sorry about the radio being there. Blue stuff here, the good stuff. Up here, it was really bad, so this is what we do up here. We are a prep-based company, and a lot of people don't really understand what that means until they actually see our work. But I mean, we could easily spend 3 guys 2 days just prepping. I mean, we figured we stripped the house at the end of the day on Monday, and then we pressure washed the house and cleaned it, reset nails on Tuesday. Wednesday we cleaned underneath the decks. It was really good. We sanded off all the pollen stuff, and then we went ahead and cleaned all the slats in between the decks, and then we used about 12 gallons of bleach and 4 gallons of wood brightener and just cleaned the decks. I mean, it's 3 guys, like 3 or 4 hours. So that's what's going on up there. That's the prep work. The whole idea is to seal the place. I want you to be able to shut the front door and have to push it shut because the air, nothing's escaping. And with these houses, no insulation underneath them, floors are always cold. That's a big thing. It holds your heat a lot. So obviously masked up. And then so we're approaching this side of the house right now. We're coming around this corner, so none of this stuff has been done. So look at this though. I mean, look at this. It's like blonde. I mean, it looks like brand new wood. The former people put Thompson's water seal on it, which is just idiocy. So we had to strip that off. So we started pressure washing, and then it actually added probably a good 4 hours to our job, just getting rid of the Thompson's water seal, which is pretty much the worst human thing you can put on a deck. It just turns gray. So yeah, we got it really good. I mean, that is clean. It is smooth. We've resucked all the screws in on hands and knees. We go through. The reason why this top board is not is that we sand this. We sand the entire deck, just our entire handrail, both sides, sand it all the way down. I really like a smooth so your hands can sit on it. This is our construction style paper to keep it from there. So we are on this deck. We should have the house completely prepped today. Today's Thursday, so we should have the house completely prepped today, and then tomorrow we're going to get into primer, and then we're going to get into the clear. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. I'm going to shoot a clear on it. So all this underside wood is going to go clear, and that needs to dry. So most likely we'll prime, shoot the clear, maybe get into some of the normal body color on the back of the house, and then Monday we should be able to shoot everything. We might work through the weekend. My son's 10th birthday is on Saturday, so we'll have a little party, but I might sneak up here and get some work going and get that. So obviously we have not prepped in here. I am going to replace some of these. I think we were going to replace this one. I think we were going to place this guy, that one right there, and then I think that might be it. We might mess with this one too, and I have new ones here, so I think we might do that. We pulled the door off, and we're going to rebuild that. We're debating if it should go up or around. If it goes up the hole, we might be able to get it a little smaller, but we'll mess with all that. Truthfully, if you ask me, here's a question one. So here's, that's a good time. So here's the deal. This guy here is going to be body color. This guy is going to be the body color of cracked pepper. Why don't we just take this off and shoot this whole thing? Obviously not this, we mask that. But take that whole thing into the cracked pepper and get rid of the giant box. That's how we normally do it, and it hides it better than building a giant box on the side of your house. So question one, would it be of any interest to you to have us come in and take that off and paint all of it in and turn it into, so you don't end up with any more issues? And it's already, we've got some bowing and stuff that we've found, so it might look a lot better. My suggestion, that's what you see on other houses, is we just get rid of it and paint it in and caulk it all in and make it look clean. You don't even notice it. Wouldn't be like a giant box on the face of your house. So that is that. That's question one. Think about that. Obviously we are moving right ahead. We're masking right here. We're getting all this stuff going. This is how we do our windows, so forth. Just kind of going through, getting a hold of everything. He is using the Kelbon Pro with a roller up there. A drop clause, of course, on the roof. We do not want to deal with that. Having trouble matching the green. So I'm still getting that done. Everything else is done. So take a look at this deck. So I'll let you know about what happens with the green. So yeah, all the slats are cleaned out. Look at that. That thing was a big black mess. It's horrible. It's gorgeous now. So yeah, all the slats underneath clean. Very time consuming. Real fun party that is, because you're on your hands and knees under the deck. And the reality, you know, the price that I gave you guys for that is definitely fair. But if it was in a perfect world, I would charge $10,000 for that because it's horrible. It's horrible work. You're muddy. It was cold yesterday. It was cold up here. So yeah, we're moving right along. Look, isn't that deck look nice? Like, look how bad the black was all over this thing. That's just gorgeous. So I'm about 10 minutes into this video. I'm probably boring the living hell out of both of you. We are moving, we are shaking. I will get you videos now daily. We just really didn't have anything to videotape. I could have told jokes or something, but that only works for about 3 minutes. So here you go. And then what I'll do is I will talk to you guys at the end of tomorrow, which is Friday, and I'll have another video for you as well. Thank you. Bye.